Kickons this week is sponsored by Barbara, putting big love into borrowing money for the LGBTQIA+ community. Whether you're starting a family, seeking gender-affirming surgery, launching a business, or just want a shit-hot new car, Barbara's got you. Scan the QR code and head to barbara.com.au/kickons to find out more. Woo. It's here. Before we start today's video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever we post a new video. Hello, my name is Art Simone and welcome to Kick-Ons. This week I'm joined by the extra special guest star, Dame Super Duper Minnie Cooper.
Hello, I'm so happy to be here.
Oh my goodness, welcome to Kick-Ons. How the fuck are you going?
I'm going very well. I'm still alive, believe it or not.
I know, the corpse is still walking. We're happy for it.
I know, it should be still kicking on.
Are you coming to Kick-Ons?
I'm so excited to have you here. You are Drag Race alumni. You're one of the most iconic and memorable characters from the entire franchise. What have you been up to since we last saw you dancing in the dark?
Oh, God, you had to remind me of that. I most recently got inducted to Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Which was quite amazing. It actually put my whole life into perspective because, you know, I did Drag Race and I was actually you'd relate to this, Art. Well, you know, you've worked so hard at drag, you do Drag Race and it doesn't turn out the way you hoped. And we put so much pressure on ourselves for this for a couple of days that we film a TV show. But I've had this whole career in life and done so many wonderful things, and that was just this little part of my whole life. So it was wonderful to get that award and to put things into perspective for me personally.
Yes, and well deserved for you. Your career has been so illustrious and colourful and exciting, and of course the viewers of Drag Race only got to see such a minute, tiny little piece of what Minnie Cooper can do. Although I am grateful it was very colourful and memorable because, I mean, we love you. We love you.
Well, that's kind
we
of you.
absolutely love you. From the top of your head down to your heelys. You are an icon, Miss Minnie Cooper.
Well, those 18-year-olds that live in their basement with their parents, they don't love me so much, but I'm okay with that.
That's all right. You've got a whole family of lovers here over on Kick-Ons. The Kick-Ons crew, they loved you. Joined for one of our live premiere episodes. You were in the comments section. Everyone was having a good time.
Hey, and guess what? Where's my fucking award?
Oh, your
Yeah, you know, when I was most talked about Queen on Reddit, I never fucking got my fucking award. That's the only reason why I came. I'm here to collect my fucking award.
I don't know which one was yours. Was it the Amel bottle or was it the flower?
No, was that the prize?
No, they were all different things painted gold. I forgot which one was for which.
Oh, okay, great. Oh, hashtag winning.
Oh, my goodness. Well, speaking of Drag Race.
Stop it! I think I popped off. Well, that's what happens at Kick-Ons, isn't it? I was once at this Kick-Ons with Beyonce G-Spot, may she rest in peace, dead, you know, Tora Hyman, and there was this DJ there, and he kept getting his dick out. Had the hugest dick, so I just grabbed it and whacked him in front of my face, and Tora was like, oh, my God. I said, well, you know, it was there, you may as well play with it. Haven't you ever been to those kind of Kick-Ons?
I once did a gig at a sauna, a sex party.
What?
Yeah. And my mum sat in the car because she drove me there and she's like, if you need me, I'm here. You just come out here. She was sitting in the car reading her Take 5 magazine. She's like, all right, now, good luck. But if you want to go, I'll be in the car park.
Okay, I've got a question for you. What's the weirdest gig you've ever done?
Probably that one.
Okay, I got booked for this 21st birthday party in Vaucluse, which is like the hoity-toity suburbs. We arrived and they were all picking off their nuts. It was packed. They almost molested us. They wanted to have, touch us. Then they booked us for another party and it was a private party and they wanted to do other things. I said, I don't do that.
Maybe they thought they were booking something else.
Yeah, well, they didn't get it.
What are your thoughts on Drag Race Down Under Season 4 so far?
I bloody love it. You know what I love about it? The camaraderie of the girls. Like, I know you love the drama.
Oh, I love a bit of sex.
You love a bit of drama. But what I really enjoy watching, which wasn't in our season at all, but seeing them lift each other up. And because they do that, they all get to shine.
Yes.
No one's failing. Like, even the people that are not doing well are shining and are at their best and going home at their best, not at their worst.
Yeah, they all seem to be uplifting each other. It's prevalent every single week when we get to the bottoms. They're actually not, there's no one that's like remarkably bad at all.
No, like last week, Lucina going home, she was not, I actually really liked her dress.
Yeah.
I would wear that dress.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I would have worn that, Lucina. noted. Send it to me and I'll burn it. No, I'm joking. No, but I really loved it.
Yeah.
No one is doing terribly, and I love that for them.
Yes.
At least they can leave with their head held high.
Yes.
Unlike me, like a clown. Thanks very much, I'm Ellen. And do you think, Rue, I don't think it's got to do with Rue. I think it is the girls that are creating that camaraderie, because you could say it's Michelle, but I think it's primarily the girl, and they're talented.
They're so good,
They've all got something special about them, and I can appreciate that. You're doing Australia proud, girls, and I love you for that.
And New Zealand.
Get out of my camera!
And I feel like even through these episodes we've watched so far, we've really gotten to see them grow. And, you know, an example for me is like Nikita.
Love her.
Seeing her develop and grow and find out more about her. So cool.
There's not one way to do drag. That works for her. Like, it wouldn't work for me. If I turned up with just a boa and a bag and a shake and wear wig, I'd be devastated. But it works for her.
And I'm very excited for this week because it's a makeover challenge.
I know. If only we'd known.
Yeah, if only we'd known, really. But that's okay. I think we'd be eliminated in these, though, anyway.
Yeah, because our nails didn't match.
That's true.
That's why we'd get sent home.
We're out.
Yeah.
Oh, but before we start today's video, time for the disclaimer. To be a dickhead in the comments or not to be a dickhead in the comments? That is the question. And the answer is don't be a dickhead, obviously.
Do you know what? I don't really drink, but tonight I'm going to have a drink.
Yeah, well, no, it's kick-ons.
Yeah, you know. Oh, fucking Jesus Christ. I almost had a heart attack.
Cheers. Yeah, it's very fizzy. I think, wow, it's got froth to it, isn't it?
You've been shaking that. It's been a while since I've seen something that frothy.
We've seen Innocent. She has been eliminated. She's left a lovely mirror message. Ever since they've upgraded to these large mirrors, too much space.
I know, just right.
Bye.
Thank you to the people you like. Leave the people that you don't like out. And
What did you write on your mirror message?
Thank you so much, Yuri, Spanky and Kong, for being so kind.
That's right. Simple yet effective, and that's what we need.
And you know what was so funny? I had to ask them how do I spell Yuri? I was like, how do you spell Yuri?
Is it urine? How is it?
Yeah, I
How many
know.
Ys?
Stupid name.
Oh my God.
Can I just say, Mandy is a shady bitch.
Yeah, she really drops these lines, but she does them so deadpan and factually.
Yeah. Is it shady or is it just factually?
I don't know. I honestly think she doesn't even realise it because in this moment she's like, well, it was her third time in the bottom, so
she's straight to the point.
Yeah.
But then I don't mind that. I really like it. But just woo, Jesus Christ. But the girls don't react. They go, yep.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
Not a single queen takes the bait ever.
No.
Ever. They might respond with one line and laugh, and that's it. I haven't.
And is that a good or a bad thing? I think it's actually a good. It's healthy.
I don't know. Maybe they're just happier. Maybe they fed them this time.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe it's just because they're having sex. Sorry, Max.
That's
Freya.
true. That's true. It's a new day in the workroom. The girls are walking in and they're kind of assessing where they're sitting within the competition. So vibes almost getting a win. Edging. You know, and she's like, well, maybe I've been tying first. But Lazy decides to say, well, do you remember who came second to Kathy Freeman?
No.
No. No one does, which actually is a very good point. Can we find out who actually came second to Kathy Freeman?
Can you research that, please?
Yeah.
It was Vibe. It was Vibe.
It was Vibe. Well, there you
Vibe.
go.
There you go. Thank you for that research. Love Google.
They're all talking about their placement. You know, Max is saying, I was high, then I was bottom, now I'm safe. And, you know, that's moving upwards, but the girls make fun of her that, no, maybe it's a bit more roller coastery.
I've got a question for you. Why do you think Vibe is not winning?
I don't know. And I was trying to work out last week whether it's being done on purpose to try and push her. Are they really trying to get someone to crack? But Vibe is so chill.
I know, I love it.
So self-assured and she genuinely doesn't seem bothered by it. She's like, I'll get there. The vibes this season have been really high. High, but safe, that is. It is the reading challenge, so that means it's time for the 3rd annual Kick-Ons Readathon. So let's bring out the official tro with our glasses. Now remember, girls, I won the reading challenge, so...
I know, I'm nervous.
I'll get it on.
Can you get it on? Oh, yeah, it actually looks good front on. It's side on, it's fucking weird.
Lazy Susan, I loved you on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel.
Manny Boobs, if you are in Drag Race, who was manning the glory holes in Brisbane?
Brenda Breast, it was so exciting to see you lip sync for your life. But I'm afraid you just died.
Brenda, after those lip sync moves, I can tell you one thing. You're an amazing singer. My chair ain't turning.
Did you get to do the reading challenge?
No, I got eliminated just before then. I would have won the reading challenge for sure. Aubrey Have. I know we have a lot of bushfires down under, but I don't understand why your makeup is so ashy. Anaconda, you've done great work the last 2 years, but it's more than I can say for your plastic surgeon.
Oh my God.
Yuri Guy, I know you young kids love to beat your face, but why do you have to beat it with a baseball bat?
Oh my God, stop it, Minnie, stop it!
Queen Kong, you built like a brick and I'd love to Spanky Jackson, you're a and you look like a Put some pants on. Yeah, all my jokes were apparently too harsh.
Well, I quite like them then. The interesting thing is they've cut this reading challenge a lot differently to usual. You know, it goes down the line and each person says a couple. Some people get more. But this one, they're splicing like one after the other. And they're all wearing different glasses as well, which was interesting.
Did you like the way they edited it?
No, it was hard to follow.
Yeah, I think it's sort of hard to tell who's doing well at the challenge because the whole point is that you stand there and you go bang, 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 like a shooting gallery.
Yes, yeah.
And it wasn't like that. And I think it takes away from what the actual challenge is. That's my take on it anyway.
Yeah, it was a weird choice that
Lazy Susan, she got the edit, didn't she?
Well, that was the weird thing. So, like, they looked after everyone else. They said, all right, we'll put one of your shitty jokes in. But poor Lazy Susan, they're like, let's just keep showing some of
She's won 2 challenges, so let's bring her down a peg or 2.
Is that what's happening? They even showed her fumbling a little bit at the beginning and like starting again, which is weird.
Yeah.
It was an interesting choice. I don't know why.
You know what, Lazy Susan, your tongue has gotten lazy.
They clearly show that Vibe is the winner. Vibe had a lot of good ones. She's like, to Mandy, you're the reason the Brisbane River runs brown. Ew. There's also some digs at thinning hair. There's also...
What is it about costume designers and long hair? Her, Isis?
That's 2 people.
No, and Marmalade from UK. Yeah, she's got long hair. They've all got long hair.
It's 3.
Oh, you know what? Well,
it's 3. Minnie.
Okay, who else? Okay, well, 3's enough. Do they come... Trying to tell a Versace, you know, they're spending too much time at the sewing machine.
It'd actually be really dangerous to have long hair with a sewing machine, wouldn't it?
I don't know.
What if you got it stuck in the mechanism?
Actually, I want to let you in another little secret. When I went away for Drag Race, I actually took a sewing machine to New Zealand in my luggage so I could sew in lockdown.
Why did you waste that much space?
Yeah, but I had to learn how to fucking sew and just sew, doll. I thought I was going to have to sew. Little, I know the state law was fine.
I don't think anyone did terribly. I don't think it was a really bad reading challenge. There were some good little jabs in there, and I think it went to the right person. And I think,
yeah, I agree.
I think that's wonderful. And she just won a sewing machine as well, so there you go. She can go to a hotel room and practice sewing there if she wants to.
Break all those needles on that sequin.
On the sequin. Now, speaking of reading, the library is still open because it is announced that this week is the Makeover Challenge, and they've invited a team of librarians from across New Zealand to come in to be the Makeover guests, which was interesting, but it ties in reading challenge, and then they like to touch on the whole drag queen story time of it all, which was a very prevalent topic at that time. It was great to have a mix of characters come in.
It was a bit like The Usual Suspects, wasn't it?
And will you do the thing too when you see them walking in? You go, oh, I'd be okay with that one, or I don't know about that
absolutely.
one.
Absolutely. I want a man with sort of good facial structure.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, actually, any man's fine. I don't think I could do makeup on a woman.
Well, the problem with a feminine face is they're so small.
Exactly.
They're so tiny. Like, I used to do drag makeovers on everyone and anyone, and I really struggled with a female face because my hands are so big. And I'd be like...
Oh, no, imagine my witchy hands coming at you.
Oh, my God, it's so hard. Whereas when you've got a big old bloke with a big old head. You're like,
Yes,
oh,
fine.
here we go.
Yeah. Colour you in.
Yeah,
Whack on some glitter.
Yeah,
You're done.
Bob's your uncle or your auntie now.
And don't you go along the line, you go, eyebrow? No.
That's what we did. We were going like, oh, that's a big brow.
It's a big brow. And have you ever done someone's face where you've put the wax in and you see, and then you go to, and all the eyebrow hairs come out? Have you ever done that? Because you've never done it before. And there's like all these hair, and you're like, once I did this guy up for his birthday, and he went out, and I think he'd had a few party pills. By the end of it, he was so sweaty. He looked like a mess. I was like, and you paid $100 for that?
People who've never been in drag before don't know how to be in drag, in that they want to touch their face, they want to pull on their wig, they want to you got to really train them to don't you dare touch your face.
Don't touch. Yeah,
don't go eating anything.
Have
Don't
a straw.
Yeah, like it's a whole other world. It's even you put nails on them. It's like, well, you can't actually go and do anything. Like now you've got the nails on, you have to pick things up like this, and you got to do this. Safe space. None of them were like too like wrinkly. Like.
Hey, I'm right here, Art.
No, it's when
I'm a woman of an age.
Yeah, it's when they've got really wrinkly skin and it's all folding in on itself.
I've done a 75-year-old man. It was hard. Do you know what I mean? You go, it's like, oh, it's difficult. It just is. It's just facts of life. I know. I can relate.
Going down the line, a couple of them did have facial hair. A couple did shave, and then Lazy Susans, for example, didn't shave. What would you have done? Would you have encouraged them to shave?
I would have wanted him to shave off his beard. Personally, but if he doesn't want to shave it off, then I just got to work with what I've got.
Yeah.
This is why I love Lazy. She thinks outside the box. She's not one train thought person, and I love that for her because it just gives her creativity to go any direction, any time, and work with what she's got, and that's why she's succeeding in the comp.
Yeah,
I think.
The whole thing with a makeover challenge traditionally is the transformation. So if they're seeing you the before image with the beard and they see you after, that's instantly half the work done. It's like,
Yeah,
oh my
true.
God, you look like a different person.
Yeah, true.
But I fully understand if someone was like, no, it's who I am.
But was it a makeover challenge or was it a storytelling challenge? That's what I was confused about.
Minnie Cooper, I don't know what the fuck the challenge is, because every single time they do a makeover challenge or a family resemblance challenge, it is different. What are they looking for? This time they want a story, a performance art piece with someone they put in drag that has to look like them, but not too much like them. And they have to be able to tell a story because they're librarians. And you have to project who you are onto this person, but also represent who they are, because it's also about who they want to be and who they want to represent, but also under the umbrella of your brand and who you think you are and blah, blah, blah.
But if you look like each other...
No.
But you two do. Oh,
no,
that's
that
okay.
works for you. No,
yeah,
that
that's
is.
good.
The rules change every fucking time. I never know what they're looking for. I didn't even realize it until the critiques that they were actually having to do a weird performance art piece telling a story. What the fuck? Like, what?
Well, they're librarians, Art.
Read a book. Librarians read. They don't tell stories. Jesus. Fuck that. Freya Armani, better start winning some prize money, otherwise it'll be time for a name change. Freya & Co.
Lazy Susan, I loved you on Drag Race UK Season 3. You were great. Theresa May.
Freya and Max, thank you for representing queer culture. It's so inspiring to see a situationship represented on Drag Race.
Max Drag Queens, I'm sure you can do a windmill into a split, but can you do your timetables? Nah. Nah. Do you think it was fair how Vibe picked the pairs?
Yes.
I think so too. I think she did a really great job.
This is yet again, another opportunity that was laid out for a chance of drama.
Yeah.
Not a single bit.
No, nothing.
Vibe said, I want that one, this one. It looks like she matched them on height to a degree. It looked like, so they could be within the same world.
Like Brenda, that could be her if she was a trans woman. Don't you think? They were similar.
Yeah, once painted up.
Yeah, once painted up.
I'm drawn to Vibe's person.
And what was their drag name? Vibe's drag name was?
Buzzkill.
Buzzkill.
But instantly we saw her and I said, Crossy.
When I saw her walk with her knuckles walking along the ground like that, though you could hear them rubbing the ground, I thought, Patsy.
Yeah, she looked very interesting, but I saw a twinkle in her eyes. She looked a little bit excited. She had a little bit of crossy energy, a little bit of seahorse sisterhood in there.
Can I just say, she'll be at Kmart getting those lace knickers in a week.
There used to be some drag queens in Melbourne that used to be booked to do people's makeup and get them in drag and then sit and have tea parties with them. And then they would have to leave the room and let them stay in the room by themselves. Leave them for a little bit.
Do lady things.
And to do lady things after their tea party with their drag queens.
When I first started doing drag, I did Amelia Airhead's makeup course, right? And it was at House Basillo. You go there. And there was this gentleman who came with his wife. He was a truck driver. And he was there to learn how to do his makeup. He was a seahorse.
Oh,
You got to love the seahorses.
I like when they've got a supportive partner.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But fuck, he was rough. But at the end of the day, he put his makeup on and he felt beautiful.
I
And that's all
know,
that matters.
all that matters.
He didn't look it, but he felt beautiful.
No, as long as you look at the mirror and you think you're beautiful and you can go to a tea party with some cross dresses at 3 p.m. on a Monday afternoon and fill your fantasy, that's all that matters. We've gone around the room a little bit. It's just kind of this general first steps of them, the traditional thing they show on Drag Race. Oh, here's how you walk in heels. Let's make a obstacle course to, or a walk off. That's always a bit of fun.
And what about Brenda's partner? She's got the 9 inches. I got those. And dunk.
I don't know those heels. I think they're called like pleated tees or something.
They're painful.
Because they're like this.
Painful.
And she had them on.
Strutting her stuff. Love her for that.
So good. I love a confident person in heels because, traditionally in this moment is when we see the people wobbling like baby giraffes being like, oh no, too much for me.
Buzzkill. Oh, she was struggling. She was struggle street.
They kept saying that, oh, she looks like she's over it, but I don't think she looked like she was over it at all. I thought she was already beginning to become a bit of a diva and that she was like that was her character, that she was just over everything.
Do you know when some people get into drag for the first time and they've never done it before and they're quiet and they're unassuming, but a beast comes out?
Yes.
The beast came out
Yes.
of her.
Yes. Merch watch. Oh, Minnie Cooper, it's time for our merch watch this week. And finally, Vibe has released some merch. Yes. Please come out the official tro wearing this beautiful T-shirt. It is designed by Barges. It's stunning. It's a black T-shirt with a beautiful picture of Vibe there, and it looks like her in her promo look. Isn't that gorgeous?
What size is that? Okay, got it.
And guess what? Which I think they're sold out at the moment, which I'm really pissed off about. But we're going to advertise anyway in the hopes that there's so much demand it comes back. She has released a cap that says off-duty showgirl, which is very fun. It's like an acid wash distressed cap there. And, she says it's perfect for all you off-duty showgirls that are jetting between gigs or, arriving at one in your Uber. We're all going to put a cap on.
Oh, I love a cap.
Yes.
Especially at a kick on. Isn't that what you're talking about?
Has anyone got them? Anyway, but, hopefully she restocks them because I want one. And Vibe, I know you're not watching, but please give a girl a cap. Oh. Match watch!
Do you know the last time I was at kick-ons, I double dropped a cap, and you know what I said to my friend? The only thing I regret is I didn't do it sooner.
So we move from the workroom and the girls get one-on-one time with their partner on the main stage to rehearse their runway walk and their storytelling because they're telling a story.
Because that's what we do. We
that's
tell stories. Because what? We're
librarians.
You got it, Art. Look at her! Oh, she's learned something. Finally.
We get a great moment with Buzzkill and Vibe. We see them on the main stage. We were enjoying it. It was quite fun to watch.
Oh, and she had those beautiful long legs. I was
Yeah.
like, she's going to be a woman and
Yeah.
I'm going to love it.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so was she.
At the end, she does go, I'm exhausted. There's Chardonnay waiting. She's loving it.
Can I just say, she should have been at the reading challenge.
She's good. I bet you, she was like, can I take some photos on my phone? I need photos of me in this. Please. It looks so good.
Do you think she's going to be on Girly Grinder by the week's out?
Oh my God, stop it. Lady Grinder. I love a girl with Lady Grinder. Maxie has Lady Grinder, but she just uses it to advertise her shows. So if she's interstate, she turns on her Lady Grinder and it's her as Maxie advertising whatever show she's doing that night.
We got to sell seats.
It's so good. It's a great way to market.
Got to sell seats.
I know. God, when we toured with our Down Under tour, she's like, oh, I better turn my Lady Grinder on.
You got to love the shield.
So good. And it's her just... So we also get this wonderfully touching moment between Nikita and her makeover partner Susu, and the tables are turned because Susu teaches Nikita, and it is so touching and beautiful and really wonderful to see Nikita open to learning and giving Susu the space to teach her and to guide her.
And it was actually, I believe it was actually super smart of her because she's not trying to push her person into a box and make them be something they're not. She's actually looking at them and bringing out the best of them.
Yes.
And which she can do.
Yes.
Which makes them both shine instead of, you know, I get to be out there being fierce and they're walking on like bow-legged down the thing.
It's exactly that.
Super smart. I thought it was wonderful.
It was so wonderful. And I think that's one of the first times I've ever seen that role reversal on Drag Race.
Well, you know what? It's being a teacher. I think she'd probably make a fantastic teacher, to be honest. Having been a teacher, you know, funny, a drag queen that teaches children.
As long as you don't read to them.
Oh, no,
fine.
well, I can't read, so. Being a teacher, you can look at someone and say, okay, what are their abilities? What can I bring out in them? And that makes a great teacher, and that's what I believe in. I think she'd make a fantastic teacher because she's caring and soft and thoughtful. I really love her. I think she's an amazing person as well as queen.
And within this really beautiful moment of them together on stage, it gives an opportunity for Nikita to open up about her own identity because Susu and her have this wonderful conversation where they explain how they identify with being Fafafine. And it seems to start this thought process within Nikita about who she is and what she identifies as. And it is a really touching moment to see Nikita open up and really feel confident and comfortable enough to reveal that later on in the episode. It's just going to make her feel more confident, stronger, powerful. And she's already strong and confident and powerful and self-assured. So with this extra little feather in her cap of realization, I think it's only going to do wonders for her moving forward, not only in the competition, but in her life. Good for her.
Good for her. Love you for that.
Nikita, it's always you could never, and never should you ever?
Art Simone, don't you think it's a bit sad that you throw kick-ons every week and only one person comes and you pay them?
Minnie Cooper, you're so old. It's makeover time, which is very exciting. The girls are all doing their makeover partners. Brenda is in an interview talking about her partner, and they go, "Oh, wow, you seem to really get it along." And she's like, "Oh, she can really
she talks a lot, doesn't she?
But then they proceed to do this really rude edit. So rude, where they're just doing this like cut after cut of her telling stories and trying to like making a joke out of it. Like, oh, she won't shut the fuck up. How rude.
To a guest.
She's a guest. You've invited her there to be made over. The whole point about the makeover challenge is about uplifting the person that you're making over, making them feel special, making them feel big, making them feel strong, making them feel seen. And the editors have done the most absolutely foul thing of making her look like a fucking idiot. And that is not fair. RuPaul, every single time, it just like constantly preaches about how powerful drag is, and instead you're using drag to make fun of one of your guests. You know, I understand sometimes in the edit we laugh because it's like they ended up being a really ugly drag queen, but you're not making fun of her for the drag. You're just making fun of her for who she is.
Yeah, because she talks a lot.
Yeah. Absolutely not.
It was okay to do it to Beverly, but
She was a contestant. But no, like,
I get it.
Absolutely foul. And I am so sorry to this poor woman who is probably going to have a viewing party with all of her friends and family because she clearly loves Drag Race, is so excited about it. And instead, she's going to have to sit and watch her being made fun of.
But you know what? Her friends are probably going to say, you do talk a lot. That's her.
Or maybe,
but we love her for
or
it.
maybe she's going to watch it and be like, I think that was good.
Yeah.
They put all my stories in
but
there. That is good. Yeah, like that. But also, do you think they did that because there is no drama at all? No one is being a bitch.
Well, the girls aren't giving them
so
drama.
Is it the editors now that are like, well, we got to make something? Didn't sit right with me. Vibe is talking with Buzzkill about drag queen story time and the dramas around it. You know, it's just absolutely stupid. It's a waste of like an argument. A drag queen is no more harmful than a fairy princess or a Emma Wiggle or like anything. Humphrey B, but no, be scared of Humphrey. He's a bit scary.
Well, I've been teaching for 20 years and I am a drag queen. I don't go to work in drag, but I am a drag queen.
Yes.
So it's the same thing.
Yes.
And I get emails from parents all the time saying to me, we wish we had more teachers like you. Because I care about kids and I want them to be the best versions of themselves. And I've had so many amazing letters from parents. So does that make me yeah, I am grooming kids, but to be better people. Do you know what it is? Well, it is grooming.
Yeah.
It is a form of grooming. All teachers are grooming. That's what it is. But they use it in such a disdain way. Did I say that really badly?
Nurturing is a good one.
Yeah, nurturing. Oh, I cut that.
Larger issue is that it's affecting our trans brothers and sisters because it's teaching people to be like, well, that's not allowed. You're not allowed. And to them, the difference between a drag queen and a trans person, they don't know the difference. So a lot of backlash and negativity and bigotry and hatred is being projected onto our trans brothers and sisters, which is just absolutely disgusting and doesn't need to happen. So pull your fucking socks up. Who cares if a drag queen reads a book? Or writes one. My book, Drag Queens Down Under, is available now at all good bookstores.
I did see someone on Twitter write, drag queens reading to children is like strippers reading to children. What's wrong with strippers reading to children? It's not like they're going to have their tits out while they're doing it. It's like, they're not going to be doing a pole dance.
It's the same thing as films, right? You can have a G-rated film or you can have an X-rated film. There's different styles. There's different performance things. So drag that's in a club, of course it isn't designed for a little kid.
But I did love what Vibes said about we've been groomed our whole life to be straight.
Yes.
And I thought that was bang on the money.
Yes. It's really good to flip it on its head sometimes and be like, what do you think we have had to absorb from pop culture and didn't work on me? Like, I've been watching straight people in TV and film, and straight people have been around me my whole life. Look at me now. Very straight. Are you feeling straight today?
I'm always feeling straight.
There's the moment between Nikita and Susu while she's doing her face, and they're having a wonderful moment. But all I could stare at and was distracted by was that Nikita had used sticky tape pieces all around the sides of her face to like she just got her roll of sellotape and was like.
This is what I love about her. She's a real drag
What the fuck
queen.
are you using sticky tape for? It's going to do nothing.
Well,
but good
it's
for her.
Probably all she had. She's probably run out of gaffer.
There's a whole room of drag queens around you. Anyway, I just thought it was so funny because sticky tape is going to do absolutely nothing, but good for her.
But crackle.
Yeah, good for her. In this moment, we also get to see a couple of the face reveals and Mandy's.
I thought it was Mandy.
Yeah. She turns around the mirror and you only see Mandy. You're like, oh, wait, that's not her.
Oh, it was really good. It was really good looking like it.
And Freya's makeover person turns around. She goes, oh, do you know who I look like? Michelle.
She was one fierce bitch.
Yes.
I loved her. Didn't you used to love that when you were doing your makeup?
You could hear it.
You could hear it. They'd be boom,
Yeah.
dum, dum,
Oh,
dum.
it's so loud, and we'd always be like, Mother's here. Speaking of Michelle, the look this week, love it.
Oh, the jumpsuit. Loved
The
it.
jumpsuit with the Bowie hair and the makeup was so delicious. Loved it. She looked really great. She really showed up. We've got Spanky Jackson.
I know, and Spanky, you looked amazing. You
Yes.
looked so gorgeous. Love seeing
Yes.
you there on the screen.
Yes, Spanky looks great. We've got Peach PRC, who's finally arrived at her bush doof. Happy for her.
I don't know who she is, because is that a point of generational difference?
I think it would be a point of generational difference. She's really big on the TikTok.
TikTok on the
Yeah,
top.
she's a singer, and we have got Reese as well. So Reese is
Love the Reese.
Reese is there. Yeah, they do some little back and forth banter. Have you ever written a book? And Spanky goes, "Do ransom notes count?" And then I love when they get down to Peach PRC. She's like, "Oh, I don't know, but I did find this ransom note in my dressing room." That was fun.
It was a tie. Do you reckon they planned that?
I don't know. I hope so. Actually, from seeing Peach's comments throughout the whole episode, they would have had to have planned that because she did not know where she was for most of it.
Hey, can I just do a little shout out? Is that okay, Artie? Artie the farty?
Yeah,
Simone?
yeah. Who do you want to do a shout out to?
To Isis, your looks this season have been incredible, but you did look a little different in this episode. What was so different about it?
No, she wasn't on the panel.
Who was on the panel?
It's finally time for the runway. My favourite part of the episode. We're going to be doing shits or tits. So, first up, down the runway, we have Vibe and Buzzkill. I loved this look. Such a strong start. In the pink with the lightning bolts and the cool earrings.
It was like magenta and riffraff.
Oh, just the way they walked? Yeah.
Because, you know, his knuckles were going along the ground and Vibe was so elegant.
Yes. I love this look. So strong, so colourful. They were very matchy-matchy. It was exactly the same, but I really enjoyed it. I didn't know when I was watching at this point about this story thing. I hadn't really cracked onto what they were saying, that they had to deliver a story. Did they deliver a story?
That is a good question.
I don't remember a story.
Actually, I do.
Well,
I'm fucking fierce and I'm here and
where's
I'm
my
all,
Chardonnay?
and I love being a cross-dresser.
That's me. Look, I don't know what the story was, but I think the energy was great. The makeup was so beautifully done. I love the bold graphic eyeliner. The fit wasn't perfect on either of the outfits, but I didn't really care about that. Like, it just looked really good, and this is one of the best looks that Vibe has done so far. So,
Agreed.
I'm going to give it a big old tit.
I'm going to give it a tit.
Hey! Next up down the runway, we have Mandy Moobs and Penny Pex. Mandy's suddenly back in the competition, by the way. I haven't seen her pretty much the entire episode.
Oh, yeah, we did. Oh, no, it wasn't her.
Yeah, so look, I clocked instantly that it was going to be hanky code related. It's a big thing within Mandy's world, and it's part of who she is, so I understand that. But unfortunately, the editors cut out any parts where Mandy was either explaining to her makeover person that that's what she was going to do and what they meant to her. They cut out any moments when they were putting their looks together. So there was just no introduction to it at all until we saw it on the runway.
You've got an orange hanky and I've got an orange hanky. That means we love an orange hanky.
That is the hanky code, yes. Yeah, what hanky code are we giving here?
We're giving time for a party.
Party with Artie. Oh, no, I've just heard intel. Orange means anything goes.
Oh, in olden days, a bloke in stockings is looked on as something shocking. God knows anything goes.
Also, it must be a whole musical sector of the fetish community as well. That's lovely.
Oh, you know, of course they do. They love
Do you think they've got a wicked hanky?
Yeah,
Is
of course.
It
It would be green with pink edges.
This is what makes it difficult because they have not seen or been introduced to it. So you're just seeing two people walking down with some hankies. And I understand maybe why they didn't integrate this into the episode very much, because this episode is about librarians and is about drag story time and being appropriate for children. And on the flip side,
We're going to be talking about fisting.
and piss and like blood and and scat and shit, and it's like, which is fine, but this is what makes it really hard to watch because they didn't leave it in, and I understand why they didn't. He was red.
What's red? Intel. Oh, fisting. Oh, that may explain the walk.
The outfits, they've got the coloured piping on them. So Mandy's yellow. She's been wearing a lot of yellow bandanas throughout the season, so that makes sense. And then we've got our librarian who's got the red accents. Then they've just got hankies. And they've got every single colour hanky.
Maybe they've just got a cold. You know, it's cold down there in New Zealand, especially that time.
I've seen hanky-related outfits. Such a weird sentence. But I have, that represent the hanky codes and everything done impeccably and beautifully. And this was like they were an afterthought.
Oh, see, you know what I struggle with, because they look so alike. So I actually like that they looked alike.
So you do, twinsing is okay?
Yeah, I'm all in for twinsing.
I will give a tit for the family resemblance in that the makeup was exactly the same, the hair, but the outfits, shit, and the story, fisting, libraries. No, but if I give it a shit,
Can I give
someone
it a
within the hanky code will enjoy that. So
what about if I give it a fart?
What colour code is that?
Well, it's not a shit, but it's a fart, and it's heading up towards the tit.
Oh, because hot air rises.
Hot air rises.
Okay, that's our first ever fart on kickons.
I'm going to give it a tit. You can,
Okay.
I give it a tit because looky likey I like.
I'm
I'm not
gonna
into the fisting and all that, but I'm not one to judge.
Okay,
But I
there
will
we
judge.
go. Next up, down the runway, we have Brenda Breast and Splendor Breast. Our chatty Cathy is here. The bus was running. They were late for something. They were all running around. First of all, Makeover looks just like her. Makeup, the way she translated her face onto her makeover partner, incredible. Looks fabulous.
It was like Tracy Turnblad and her mother from Hairspray.
Yes.
And I really enjoyed that
Yes.
personally. I loved the look.
Yep, I loved what they did on the stage. The look was great. I loved that it was the same style but in different color palettes.
I just love Brenda's drag because she knows who she is and she doesn't apologise for it. And I love a queen that knows who they are, and I love Brenda for that.
Yeah, she did really well. The only thing that I didn't like is that the headscarf stayed on. I would have maybe liked them to be taken off because...
Oh, would you like to see a bit of grease? Cha-cha.
Yeah, I don't know. They just
Vroom,
seem to
vroom.
enclose the face a bit the whole
it did, it
time.
slightly did.
So I was waiting for them to maybe come off, but as a whole, I like this, and we'll get to it in a bit. But the critique that you don't see family
Do you
resemblance.
know what? I give the critique a shit.
Yeah, oh my
That's
God.
what
it
I do.
I was screaming when we were watching
Yeah.
that. But as a whole, though, for Brenda Breast and Splendor Breasts,
Yeah, I give it tit.
next up, down the runway, we have Max and Min Drag Queen, which finally answers the question we have been presenting to the world. Does the existence of Max Drag Queen imply the existence of Min Drag Queen? Here she is. She has come to fruition. Okay. Makeup, incredible. These wigs, I love them. And I love when I see a style of a wig that I haven't seen before. And this, I haven't seen drag queens walk down the runway with a type of wig like this.
No, but I've seen that dress before.
No, well, I'm working down.
Sorry, was that harsh?
No, I'm working down. An A-line dress with a bow on it.
Groundbreaking.
Is it exciting? No. Do they
But-
match?
Yes. Is it polished? Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. And then they both got bare legs. I'm like, did you just put a dress on this girl and the wig and that's it? Yeah, the outfit's very simple, and it being an A-line dress, the one fits all, really didn't excite me. What I did get excited by was how she made her makeover guest feel, which is really beautiful. She seemed to really feel beautiful, which she was. And they did that cute little bow swapping thing, which I haven't seen before.
And that was a highlight. for
Yeah.
me. That's when, can I just say, that's why I gave it a tit.
Yeah.
Because I loved it when she swapped the bow. And I was
You haven't
like,
given it a tit yet, but are you going to?
Yeah, I am going
Oh,
to give it
stop
a
it,
tit.
please.
Well, I can't struggle with the makeover challenges.
I don't know what we're judging for.
Well, they have to be really bad for me to give them a shit.
Yes.
None of them are bad. So
No.
And their connection together was super cute.
Yes.
And they actually look like Max and Min, and they look like super good friends. And that was their story to me. I actually thought they had a story.
Yes.
Did you think they had a story?
No. But I still didn't know. I was looking for a story at this time until
Yeah.
we got to the critiques later on. Where it was like,
But where was the story?
Have you seen Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion?
yeah, oh, true.
Yeah, that's what I saw when I
Yeah.
saw them walk out. That's what I saw. It's definitely a tit.
Okay, I'll give it a tit. No, I'll give it a tit.
For our Makeover challenge was opposites attract. So I did sister act. So I did a nun and a hooker. So the nun could fit any size,
Right,
but if
and
the
you-
person wanted to be the sexy person, I'd give them the sexy outfit,
Yes.
and I'd wear the nuns. But
Yes.
but if they were of a size, I could give them the nun. But then I also had a corset and sexy stuff underneath under the nun.
All right, we have Freya and Athena Armani walking down the runway. Very cute. Very cute. Look at her strutting down in a little garbage bag dress. It's so cute. Do you think Mandy made this one as well?
Probably, but do you know what story I was getting?
Oh, yeah.
A young girl and a drug dealer mother.
It was just very cute. It was very heartwarming. I don't know what the fuck the story was. I don't care about
Yeah,
any
what
of the
was
stories.
dominatrix?
Okay.
Yeah, they were all in the leather.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe
Did they need a whip?
I don't know. Look, I don't care. I'm not critiquing for stories. I wasn't looking for the stories. I don't fucking care about the stories. Read a book if you want a story. I don't know. Come on. Jesus. But did she look good? Yes. Did she make her partner feel good? Yes. Did they look confident? Yes. Tit.
Yeah, tit for me, tit for me.
Okay, so next up down the runway, we have Nikita and Susu Aman. So wonderful to see this presentation on the runway. It's just beautiful to watch.
It was performance art.
It was.
really was.
And I guess this is the first one that does have a story that I'm actually kind of watching. It's more of a performance and a dance. You know, they've got some of the same motifs used within the looks, but that's about it. Like, I will be honest, out of all the ones, these probably look the furthest apart from each other. If you're thinking about everyone as a whole,
I know, because it was weird when I was watching. I was so taken by the
I was distracted by that.
The performance.
And the energy. It was
so beautiful. But then when you actually look at them as a look,
yeah.
Nikita looked like a bloody supermodel.
Yes.
That was so editorial. Susu did look absolutely beautiful, but did they look... No, they looked like... The looks were not at all similar.
No, they didn't.
They were just the same fabric.
Yeah, well, not even that. It was the same tones and some of the same...
Tones, yes.
With her style of drag, it's very editorial and pulled back, and it's not as many broad, bold shapes and crazy things like that. So... it is a bit harder, but it was a lovely performance. Character building and the wonderful lessons we learned between this relationship. I think that's what really won the challenge in the end, you know?
Isn't that what the challenge is about?
Mm-hmm.
Fundamentally, is it really what they do, how they do them up and drag? No, it's the connection that you get on stage, obviously. That is what's going to win you
Yeah.
a makeover challenge.
Yeah, this week is really hard to judge because no one is doing absolutely terribly, but they didn't look alike. So I'm giving a shit. I'm sorry. I don't know. I feel, God, it just...
I'm going to give you the tit.
Yeah, of course you are, Minnie Cooper. Everyone gets a tit from Minnie Cooper.
Because I'm in my congenial era.
All right, okay. Okay, next up down the runway, we have Lazy Susan and Dumb Waiter, the two girls from the Tattoo music video, all the things she said, lesbianic SpongeBob drag queens. Very cute. Very, very cute.
Yeah, I agree. I just loved the two of them together. I don't know who else could have had Susan's partner.
Yes, I think that was a match made in heaven because I think Lazy is the only one that could have tamed her partner and give them a character that they could really play into, and he didn't have to be feminine at all. He didn't have to be a drag
not at
queen
all.
He could just relax.
Could just be a bully. But it was so funny, though.
The shaving cuts and the arm cast was very, very cute. Were the outfits, like, incredible? No.
But great storytelling.
That's the thing. I saw a story with this one.
And it was a performance.
Yeah.
And just her pushing around on the runway. But I really actually love the beard with the bow in it as well.
This is the only queen we saw that kept the beard.
Yeah.
And it didn't bother me at
And
all.
it was yellow beard as well.
Yeah.
Like, sprayed it.
Yellow beard. Styled it too with the butt, like when it was tied.
Yeah, it was so super
Yeah,
cute.
it was fun. And look, they did look like a weird...
It was almost like a live Simpson episode, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was cute. Yeah. Also, I think this is the first time Lazy's painted her teeth.
I love that for her.
Yeah, it's just like one of her signatures to have these blinding white teeth that she's painted with like Krylon tooth paint. It's so bizarre. I think she's done a really great job. I think she's done better than I could have done with that guy.
Yeah, I would have hated him. I would have had to get rid of the beard.
Yeah, I would have been like, you shut the fuck up and you be glamorous because we need to win. You're going to fucking hold this purse and this boa, and you're going to be a pussy queen diva. Lazy Susan, tit for me.
Tit for me, absolutely. I've got a special gift for you.
A gift?
I was cleaning up my drag room the other week, and I knew I was doing kick-ons, and the wig I wore still had the little hat.
Oh,
And
my goodness.
I know you love
Is
to...
this...
I know you love to collect things like...
Drag droppings.
Drag droppings. When we were on tour, Art got one of my pom-poms from my clown outfit.
I actually have a video to authenticate one of the pom-poms you gave me off your clown Heelys from Drag Race.
Yeah, give it a tug.
Oh, no.
Yeah, go.
So this is your hat, your fascinator.
That was the fascinator that I wore.
Oh.
Do you love that? Is that a good gift?
And it's even got the hairpin.
Yeah, I know.
I need a certificate of... No, this is authentication,
Yeah,
all right?
so I've given
when
it to her.
this goes in the drag museum, everyone... Oh, my God, stop it.
Because I actually tried to remake the dress when I came back to Australia, but I couldn't find the freezer bags. Well, that's what they were. They were fucking freezer bags.
Oh, my God. And did you keep the TV?
No, I wasn't allowed to keep it because Samsung was the sponsor and it wasn't a Samsung telly. So I had to give it back.
Oh, that's a bit rude. I hope the viewers of Kick-Ons can kind of piece together what we thought. It's probably just as confusing as the judging panel, which we get into because they bring them all up and no one is safe this week. They're giving everyone critiques. And some of the standout things that don't quite make sense are that Brenda is told that she doesn't see the family resemblance and that they've got different hairstyles and this. And we were screaming watching this.
I was gobsmacked.
I felt like I was... My eyes were deceiving me. Like I was.
You know what I call that? Gaslighting.
It's so weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
But it's weird to watch it, and I kept like mouth open, being like, "What the?
I know.
Are you not seeing? They looked like the same. What?
I'm confused.
Like what? What was she looking at?" And then the other critiques are mainly about storytelling. Everyone, they pretty much say that they all look the same and they're happy with it, but they're doing a really good job, so it's really hard to nitpick. And I think the issue is when you have so many criteria for this challenge, it's hard to really determine where people lie. So you need to pick something to separate them. And I guess they picked the storytelling.
Every episode, no matter if they're all doing really well, someone's got to go home.
Yes.
So they've got to justify it, and
Yes.
that's how they justified
Yes.
it. And us as a viewer didn't buy it, though.
No, but
I
then,
didn't buy it.
But then I also am not outraged in being like, this queen should have been in the bottom, or that queen should have been in the bottom.
Yeah, because I can't pick.
I can't pick, and I don't know whether
Yeah.
that's just bad storytelling. They should have just made it look like someone did worse. I don't know, but like, or maybe this cast of queens are just so like neck and neck that it's impossible to work out where people place.
Well, as Nikita said at the beginning of the episode, all the crap's gone and all the good ones are still left.
Yeah,
She did say that, did she not?
yeah, or maybe Vibe should have been more strategic.
But then if Brenda wasn't in the bottom, we wouldn't have got that lip sync. You were given very Minnie Cooper energy in that lip sync.
Well, let's lead into that because, first of all, we find out that Vibe and Nikita both won. Vibe finally has a win, but I feel sorry for the girl because it's a shared win.
But it's a win, though.
It is a win, but she could have got like 5K instead of splitting it in
Yeah,
two and a half.
true.
But I'm happy for Nikita. I'm still very happy that Vibe finally has a win. She deserves it. She's been doing so well in this competition. Not only one win, but two because she also won the reading challenge. It's a very good episode. It is her episode, you know. Bottom two, we find out we've got Brenda and Max Drag Queen. This lip sync was actually so entertaining.
It gave very me and Beverly energy, I thought.
Yeah, it was actually so fun to watch. Brenda's gone the comedic route,
Yeah.
which you have to, because as soon as the song started playing, I was like, this is not a Brenda song. This is not a Brenda song at
Well, that's
all.
the thing. Sometimes you got to make a choice. Like, I'm dressed as a clown. How can I be all sexy and Jamil with a candy frost afro on and Heelys? It's like, what do you do? It's like, okay, I made a choice.
Yes.
It was the wrong one.
Well, look, you have to take a risk. And the one thing I really enjoyed from Brenda's performance is she went at it 110% and committed the whole way through.
I could have done my bloody washing in there. She was on spin cycle.
Yes, it was so entertaining to watch, and
I agree.
I'm really proud of Brenda for giving it her all and doing her best in that situation. And she was actually pulling focus most the lip sync away from Max, like because she was so. Which was really fun to watch.
And it's even with the lip syncs as well. Sometimes I'll go with the funny lip sync and
Yes.
the person that's fierce won't win.
Yes.
So even it's the same. It's like it's got
What are you looking for?
What are you looking for? Funny.
But no, Max did an incredible job. Max was really suited for the job. She's really sensual and sexy and smooth with her dance moves. I think I was more just pulling focus to Brenda because I wanted to know what she was going to do next.
She was pretty, Evan. I loved
Yeah,
it.
it
It was right up Minnie Cooper's alley. I loved you, Brenda.
It was so good. But alas, it's the end of lip sync and we find out that it is time to go Brenda breast. Oh, sorry, Brenda.
Sorry, Brenda. I can't help they don't have taste.
No. But Brenda, you've had a great win up your sleeve. I think you've had some really good, wonderful, exciting moments on Drag Race Down Under. You should be so proud. And I can't wait to see what Brenda does with this platform. I think
And you won Snatch Game. What
Yes.
more can you ask for?
that is pretty bloody good. Good on you, Brenda. And I can't wait because now your pin is available because they're doing the Diva of the Week pins.
Brenda, can't wait not to buy it.
Go and support the dolls. And well done to Brenda Breast. Now, Minnie Cooper, what are your predictions for the rest of the season? We only have 3 more episodes.
3 episodes left. Well, my prediction is definitely Lazy in the top, definitely Vibe in the top.
Nikita?
Oh, Nikita in the top and Mandy in the top.
Okay.
They're my 4.
Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to see what comes next. We still haven't had a very strong moment from Freya yet. So maybe Freya's the next to go.
She's only very young, but God, she's got star quality.
Oh,
How
yeah.
old is she?
24-ish.
Oh, my God, I got shears older than you, girl. I really do.
No, I'd believe it.
What
does Minnie Cooper do with her old drag?
She wears it.
And on that note, thank you so much for joining me, Minnie Cooper. It's been an absolute treat to have you here live at Kick-Ons.
Give it up for bloody Artsman. I bloody respect you so much.
Thank you.
And you know what I love you about you the most? When you do your kick-ons here, you judge everybody at your standard how you judge yourself, and you've got to respect that. And I love you for that.
Thank you, Minnie Cooper. And thank you all for joining us here at Kick-Ons. Don't forget to come and join us here each and every week straight after you watch Drag Race Down Under on Stan or WOW Presents Plus. My name is Art Simone. You've been absolutely fabulous, and we'll see you next week. Bye!
Bye.